All right, team, we are back. Geez, team. Sounds like this is like corporate speak, opening up these videos. We got to work on that. That's the last time with that one. I like to say dogs, and they're, to both my male and female viewers. That goes to both of you. So, all right, dogs. Um, Simple stuff we're working on today. And I need to get my P system down because I know this is P1, P2, P3, I think P4 is the top of the backswing. And since I started my channel, just you watch your swing a lot. And what I'm noticing is on some of these swings, I'll bring it up and I'm just in this really nice spot right here. And then there's always just this reach for more power. And I don't need it. We don't need it. I just saw this old clip of Anthony Kim and Tiger Woods at some demo, and there's something in that bit where he's talking about a sand wedge and how his three-quarter swing goes further than his full swing sometimes. And that just resonates with me at the moment. I don't need to do this with we're working with a gap wedge tonight. So I'm trying to stay in the confines of my current mobility and flexibility. So if we're here, we're here. This is all it needs to be with a gap wedge. I mean, what is that? 9 o'clock? Just 10 o'clock maybe, 9:30 on the clock system. So, I mean, it really only needs to be 9 o'clock if we're being honest. If for a gap wedge, I mean, what are we trying to do with a gap wedge? I mean, I'm probably hitting this thing 100 yards, 110 maybe. So we're just working on some, it's going to feel like shorter backswings, but it's really just a proper backswing for a gap wedge like this. Still focusing on getting this set a little bit steeper as opposed to kind of laying it off so much. So yeah, let's hit a few. We'll do 3 tonight. I really just shanked one up there earlier, really trying something different. So that was interesting. We'd give that swing probably a D. 3 out of 5. I mean, that would be a D minus technically, um, but when I watch that video back, if I kept that short and I didn't eke across the line there, then we'd bump it up to something higher just given the context of what we're working on. And I also I fell away from the ball. I'd rather fall away from the ball when I'm practicing or hitting and just know that I'm not going to be early extending. I don't want to be falling towards the ball ever. So just need to chill. Just swing so damn hard. Got all these big hitters in the back of my mind all the time and their distances. I just need to chill out. I love that swing. Love it. And I hope it looks as good on video playback when I'm editing this video as it felt. Felt short. I felt like I set the club properly at P3, but we'll see. And it felt like I got off that back foot. We had those problems being flat-footed. So all to be determined once we edit the video and we take a little closer look. So 1 for 2. See what the third one gives us here. And again, 2 for 3. I mean, for tonight's video, I am pleased with that. We're gonna see here once I edit it. It's awesome. You put it into iMovie, you can do a breakdown on your swing right there as you're editing the video before you post it to YouTube. And you're just learning so much about your swing just by doing that. So we'll see. Okay, important sign-off update. I call these the sign-off parts of the videos. I might come up with something a little more clever soon, though. Got a new set prop, or I don't even know what to call it. Something to record these videos in on the sign-off part. So excited to whip that out probably tomorrow or the next day. But the news that I saw that kind of was exciting was Anthony Kim will be playing in the next LIV Golf tournament, and Anthony Kim's swing is just complete and absolute butter, and it still is. I mean, there was one post or clip of him in a swing he had on the range. It looks pretty much the exact same as it did in the early 2000s, late 2000s, 09, 10, whatever, 08. But I really don't remember him as a player. I wasn't following golf that closely. Um, so I'm excited to get another chance to watch him compete and watch that swing in action. But it brings me to the main point of LIV Golf versus PGA Tour. It's been just such a shit show, it seems like. And no one really knows what's going on. Is why are these players still going over there if they're going to be merging eventually? I just don't think anyone really has a clue as what the future holds with these two tours or these two leagues. So, but I was watching the LIV Golf tournament when Joaquin Neiman and Sergio went into the playoff. It was a good Sunday. I think the Pebble Beach Pro-Am on the PGA Tour got canceled, so it was the only golf on. I had tried watching LIV Golf before that. I guess I shouldn't say tried. I have chosen to tune in to LIV Golf tournaments prior to that, and it is a different feel. There is music blasting in the background, which I don't love. And if me, I'm pro music on the course, but if it gets too loud, I'm not about it. And so the music throws me off a little bit from LIV. I kind of dig the team aspect. I know a lot of people dump on it, but I think it's something different. They had to do something different, and it's good enough for me as a differentiating factor to kind of pay attention to. And even when individual players are out of the tournament to win it, they're still playing for a chunk of change on the team side. But the shotgun start kind of, and it hit me like a little bit of its brilliance was, I think Taylor Gooch was down 2 shots in that tournament, and it's a shotgun start, so they all start on different holes. But he was down 2, and the fact that he had started, elsewhere in the course, they're not all playing the holes chronologically. Um, he had a par 5 coming up, and so he had a chance to card an eagle and get 2 strokes back there and hop 2 strokes up the leaderboard. So to tie for first place, as opposed to just maybe being hamstrung with like a par 4 or something. And so I thought that was cool, and I will be watching the next LIV Golf event. I mark my words. I've tuned into a handful, and with Anthony Kim there, John Rahm, I like Bryson DeChambeau. I like watching him piss pound the ball. So curious as to if the tides are shifting a little bit But personally, I enjoy it, so I'll be tuning in.